Let's talk about getting real with your addiction. When I first started working a program of recovery, I would hear over and over in meetings that honesty and acceptance were the keys and the answers to solving my problem. In the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, it states that rarely have they seen a person fail that thoroughly follows their program, and that those that do not recover are those who cannot or will not be completely honest with themselves. And when I first heard that, I thought, well, that sounded pretty easy. I mean, aren't we all honest with ourselves? Well, I soon realized that not only was I not being honest with myself, I wasn't being honest with anyone. I wasn't being honest with my wife, my family, not you, my employer. I wasn't honest with my friends. And most importantly, I wasn't being honest with God. And, really, how could I? I've been lying about my addictions for over 30 years. In order for me to be completely honest with myself, I had to accept the fact I didn't know how to be honest, or what it meant to be honest. Now, I had considered myself pretty much a pretty honest guy. I mean, I didn't steal or cheat people out of their money. I may have lied on my taxes or my expense reports. And I told the truth, usually. And I did what I said I was going to do, most of the time. And I didn't hide anything from anybody, except my addiction. Now, you see how easy it was for me to justify my actions? When I did get honest with myself finally, I discovered a couple important things. First, I discovered that I was a selfish, self-centered person. Just like with my thoughts that I was honest, I wouldn't have considered myself a selfish person either. But my life had started to revolve around my addictions. And when I didn't get what I wanted, I wasn't a very nice person about it. Now, I'm not saying I wasn't a nice person. I'd be pretty nice to you. But I always had an end game. I was always trying to figure out, what was in it for me. Secondly, I discovered that I needed help. I could not control my addiction, no matter how hard I tried or what I did. I was utterly powerless. And it had nothing to do with getting more self-knowledge, having more willpower, making more money, getting a better house, having a better job, maybe a better wife and better kids. It had nothing to do with my moral character, if I went to church more, or even if I changed my addictions. Maybe I'd do something differently. I had to get honest and admit that I needed help from something more powerful than I was. And that something is God. Because God is not only all-powerful, but I know He loves me deeply and He wants to help me if I just let Him. Isaiah 40, verses 28 through 29 says, "Have you never heard? Have you never understood? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of all earth. He never grows weak or weary. No one can measure the depths of His understanding. He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless." God will help us. But first, we need to get real with our addiction. Are you ready to do that?